Hey, my name is Kenny Miller, and I serve as the small group pastor here at FBC Tipton. And I want to do simply this. I want to share just a few tips that I think can help you be successful in connecting as a small group leader in your small group. And so the first thing is simply this, right? 101, I'm asking you to pray. It's a very biblical thing, but listen, pray daily for your group. Go before the Lord, asking the Lord to bless your time, to give you the words, to give you the compassion, to give you the bandwidth, the emotional stability to be able to love others really, really well. Do this by name. Like, you're going to know who's coming to your group. And so pray for your members by name of your group so that they would experience the love of Jesus every single day in their lives. And so listen, pray for your group. I want to ask you to do this. Find a co-leader. Like, this is discipleship at its core, that you find a co-leader, and every small group leader is always developing someone else to help lead. And so you're doing a few things. You're doing discipleship when you have a co-leader, because you're delegating things for them to do and lead in group. You're raising up future leaders. You're sharing the workload. And so listen, find a co-leader. Don't feel like you have to be the guy that I'm going to pull the bootstraps up. I'm going to carry the bag. I'm going to teach. I'm going to feed. I'm going to love. I'm going to pray. I'm not asking you to do that. Listen, share the load. Find a co-leader. Delegate as much as possible. I'm going to encourage you to this, to connect outside of group. There's a quote by Theodore Roosevelt that's you've maybe heard before, but it's simply this: people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And so listen, connecting with your group outside of the walls of your group is really, really important, whether that's a text or a phone call. What this really does is it helps build relationship. Maybe you know they had an illness in the family, or they're going through a situation, or something happened at work or at school, or they have a test coming up. I don't know what it is, but listen, text, call, let them know you're praying for them, love on them, let them know that you know what's happening in their lives so that you can have a relationship with them. And then, simply this, delegate this for your group. Foster this. Like, it would be a good thing to do, to share prayer requests at the end of each group and swap prayer requests so that your group is praying for each other and they begin to know the needs and the prayer requests of other people. And so connect with your group outside of the walls, not just within the hour of the time frame that you meet together. Respect people's time. People have committed to this, and so respect the time that they've allotted for it. And so make sure that they know a communicated start and a stop time. Not only does it protect people's time, but it also respects the home. Someone at this point has opened up their home for you to do small group. And so respect the home by having a start and a stop time that's really, really clear. And so that would be really beneficial for you as a group and a group leader, so you know kind of what to look like, what it's going to look like, when it's going to start, when it's going to stop. Do this. Help others take that next step. This is so important as a small group leader. It could be spiritual disciplines, right? It could be like beginning Bible reading, like help someone learn what it looks like to read the Bible on a daily basis. Help someone, what does it mean to pray? How do I pray? What does it look like to pray? Go to the scriptures and show where Jesus simply taught the disciples how to have conversation with the Father. And so spiritual disciplines are really important. Maybe it's something along the lines of helping them find a place to serve, where they can be the hands and feet of Jesus, get their hands wet, their feet dirty in serving others. Maybe it's, going to Starting Point and learning more about what it means to be a member and a partner here at FBC as we take the gospel to the ends of the earth. Maybe it's you're helping others take a next step by asking them to be a co-leader, or even challenging them to eventually be a leader of a small group. And so help others take that next step. I remember as a father of my kids, when they were at that stage where they had gone from the scoot to the crawl, and those steps where they began to take their first steps and they were holding on to something. But eventually, as a parent, you had to help them take those next steps so they could eventually walk. And so as a small group leader, that's what you're doing. You're helping others take next steps and being an effective follower of Jesus, equipping believers to be disciples who make disciples. Listen, protect a safe place. I'm going to dig into this on a whole nother video and a whole nother lesson, but it's really important that small group is a safe place, that people know they can share and be vulnerable, and what's said there stays there. And it really sets the tone as a small group leader. So listen, you're responsible for protecting that safe place. And I want to ask you this. This is the last thing that I think will help you connect and be a better small group leader. This is ask really great questions. And be okay with the pause. Be okay with the silence. But if you don't ask great questions, you will find yourself lecturing so much more than facilitating. And so we're not asking you to be lecturers. We're not asking you to study and prepare and deliver all this content. We're just asking you to help people understand the teaching that they've heard, whether it's from a sermon or a video, whatever it might be. We're asking you to help them put application to this, to put action to the word, to live out God's word. God's word is really clear, not to be hearers of the word, but to be doers of the word. And so listen, don't face that temptation to lecture. Ask great questions. Be a facilitator, not a lecturer. Open up the environment so others can share. So listen, we believe these are just a few simple steps, a few simple tools that can help you connect as a small group leader. So I hope you find this very helpful.